Hey guys, sorry it's late. I know I thought I was gonna come on live last night, but that didn't happen. Okay. I know it's Monday morning there. Here it is 11:19 while I'm in Mexico. But I just realized in the US it is midnight. So I'm gonna see if anybody's gonna come on and if anybody wants to chat for a little bit. Because I did promise I was going to come on this weekend, but technically it's still the weekend. It is 11 o'clock in Mexico right now. I'm looking a little greasy. Hope everybody is doing well. I am still in Mexico. I took myself out on, I'm gonna see if anybody's gonna come in and chat. I took myself out on a little date tonight. That's why I'm dressed up. When you come in the chat, click like and also comment so I'll know who's in here. Hey Real, what you doing up? You always up. You a night owl? I look so greasy. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's the sun here. It literally makes your skin glow. Where's my makeup thing? Oh, how are you? I gotta get out this hotel tomorrow and then I gotta check into an Airbnb and then that's it. I have like 2 more days left of my trip here in Mexico. It went fast. Like 8 days really went fast. It went fast. Oh, okay. You sleep most of the day. I get better sleep during the day. But you know what I noticed since I've been here? I gotta get some of this shine off. I was looking like a grease monkey. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a little better. But yeah, I don't know. I sleep better during the day. But unfortunately I work during the day now. But yeah, but on the weekend I like to sleep too. You know what's weird? Something I noticed since I've been here, I always have crazy dreams when I'm in Mexico. I noticed that. Hey, little Johnson. Oh, that's right. You're in London, right? Yeah, I'm safe so far. Oh, let me tell you, Melissa, how you doing? Melissa says I'm up studying. Got the notification that you were on, so I had to take a break. Okay, thank you for taking a break. I really don't have. I have things to talk about, but I just wanted to come alive because I made a promise that we're going to come alive sometime this weekend, even though it's probably Monday morning there where you're at. But I've been having a good weekend, just chilling by myself. I didn't do nothing spectacular, but I just been in the zone, like thinking and just enjoying the weather and resting and eating and just chilling. Um, but damn, oh yeah. So last night, I guess you could say I kind of had an unsafe moment. I wasn't really in danger, but it was kind of unsafe. Okay. So I ordered an Uber, which really Uber is supposed to be illegal here in Mexico, but you still can order it. But they kind of gotta you gotta sit in the front with them and act like you know them. That's how it works here. Hey Ashley, hey Angelique, in chat. I caught alive. You look beautiful and hope you're enjoying yourself. I am. I'm not doing nothing spectacular. It's really just a relaxation rest trip. I feel like if I was with friends, I would want to party more. So I didn't party at all since I was here. I got, twisted. I went out the other night. I went out Friday night, had like 3 drinks, had a shot. So I was twisted. But I went to a restaurant that's literally like maybe 3 or 4 blocks down from my hotel. How long was the flight? The flight's only 4 hours from New York to Mexico. But yeah, so I had ordered an Uber because I had went to the hotel zone down where like there's like all these restaurants and people party down there. It's like where Coco Bongo and Senor Frogs is at. It's like the strip, like how Vegas has a strip. It's like the strip of Cancun. So I went down there last night and listen, I'm from New York, so I'm so determined to figure out how to take the bus here in Mexico. But I took the bus twice and I fucked up. Okay. But anyway, so when I was coming, I was like, oh, I think I paid $10 with the Uber to get down to the strip. But then when I was looking at it to go back, it looked kind of expensive. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try to take the bus because it's only 12 pesos. I was like, let me try to take the bus back to my hotel. I took the wrong bus and the bus left me like in the middle of like where all the richy type of hotels are at. And it's nothing but road and trees and resorts. That's it. Like if you walk it's pretty scary because it's dark, right? So I was like, damn. So I saw the Westin Hotel. So I saw these teenage girls going into their hotel. I was going into the Westin Hotel. I was like, excuse me, do you know the Wi-Fi code? She was like, yeah. So she gave it to me. And me being smart, I just was able to order an Uber. Oh my God, it said $20 US. I was like, what? Where the hell am I? $20 US to go back when I already took a bus to go towards where my hotel is at. So the Uber driver, he finds me. I don't know how he even went through the gate and I didn't see him, but he went through the gate. He waited for me. We caught up. I got in his car. So what you say? Oh, you up studying too, Tarot Destroyer? Oh, wait a minute. Did you just change your name? That's crazy. What? Oh, hell no. That's weird. I gotta time that out. That's weird. It was like a double thing. That was weird. I'm sorry. I had to put you in timeout. That was kind of creepy. Did you see that, Melissa? It's almost like they took your story. But anyway, so I got in the Uber with the guy. He's just talking. His English is good, but it's broken up, but I can understand him. So we start chatting, and he said he lived in Chicago for 10 years. And then he was like, oh, I'm not married. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, yeah, I have one daughter. She's 10 years old. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. His name was Jose. I'm like, okay, Jose, that's what's up, whatever. And then he's like, where are you from? How old you are? I said, I'm 30, lying. He was like, oh, you're the perfect age for me. And I'm looking at him because in New York, it's like illegal to do that. Like you really can't flirt with your passengers. I don't think you can. Like, I don't think so. So he's just like, you're very beautiful. You're my type. And I'm just like, oh God, I don't put myself in a dangerous situation here, but I just was smiling. You got to smile with men. I was just smiling and, kept going or whatever. And just making talk with him just to kind of distract him. Anytime he says something flirty or sexual, I was just like, what you say? Oh, so he was like, oh, do you think I'm crazy? I was like, no. I was just in my head, I was like, yeah, I do think you're crazy, but I wasn't gonna tell the man I thought he was crazy. I said, no, you're just a man. And he was like, oh, you're so funny, mommy, you're so funny. I was like, I was just smiling. Like, I got to get back to my hotel safely. So if I got a flirt to do that, I'm gonna do that. And that's what I did. So we get back to my hotel, and it's like this strip of like a festival. They're selling like, ices and churros and jewelry. So I was like, oh, let me get out. I'm gonna go over here and see what they got, see if I can find something. I didn't really find much. I found some Palo Santo, these wooden sticks. So these are pieces of trees, and when you light them, it's just supposed to promote, like, it's like an incense. It's supposed to promote like positive energy or clear the energy in the air. And I use it at home, and it really does work. Palo Santo. If you want some of this, it's similar to sage basically too. Anyway, so when I was getting out the car, he was talking about, can I get a kiss and take my number, and when I stop working at 1 a.m., can I come back to your hotel room? I said, excuse you? I was just like, yeah, these Mexican men are crazy. He was like, I'm your Mexican boyfriend. It It was funny, guys. It was hilarious. He said, "I'm your Mexican boyfriend." I thought it was too funny. Thank you. Thank you, Pink. I appreciate the compliment. So yeah, that was scary, guys, that I did that to myself. So, and again tonight, I was down by where the resorts are at, because I'm staying downtown Cancun, because I didn't have no resort money this time coming to Mexico. I was on a tight ass budget. So I end up staying downtown where, they have cheap hotels and stuff like that, pretty much. They're not really too raggedy, but they're way cheaper, pretty much. So again, I said, "Oh, let me take the bus to go back." And I made sure I looked at the bus number. The bus number said R2. So I said, when I saw that, when I got out the restaurant, I said, "Oh, there goes the R2 bus." Child, I didn't know there was two different R2 buses. One goes down the strip of where my hotel is at, and the other one goes around. So I got on the wrong bus. But you know what's funny? Something in my spirit said, "Get off the bus," right? And I had said something to a Mexican lady who was standing in front of me, and I said Tulum, Tulum, because I'm on Tulum Avenue. And there is a city named Tulum. So when I said, "Is this going to Tulum?" her and her friends bust out laughing. Now, I cannot speak Spanish, but I understand Spanish a little bit because I grew up around Spanish people. My best friend, family, she was Puerto Rican. I used to be around Dominicans. I worked in a Dominican salon. So I understand Spanish a little bit, but I cannot speak it. I know it's terrible. My mom's half Cuban. I can't speak it, but I can understand it a little bit. So I already know they was like laughing. They were like, "Oh yeah, she's trying to get to Tulum." And I was like, "No, Tulum Ave." And they kind of looked at me like, "Oh shit, how does she know what the fuck we saying?" "Yeah, bitch, I know what you're saying. I know what she was doing." And then she was like, "Oh, mommy, get off here. Tulum Ave is that way. It's that way." And she was right. When I got off the bus, Tulum Ave was there. I was at Walmart earlier. So some guy said, "Walk that way." Let me tell you how you got to be in tune with your spirit, and you got to be in tune with God, because God is not going to have you out there looking crazy. So I'm walking down the street. I look up on the sign that says Tulum Ave. Now, of course, Tulum Ave is very long. And when I look, I see the Walmart sign. I said, "Oh, I was just at that Walmart earlier." So I walked back to the Walmart. I was able to get Wi-Fi. There were taxis there, and I just took a $6 taxi, literally 3 or 4 blocks around. It's long blocks, back to my hotel. And that's how I got back, to my hotel tonight from the restaurant. It's very important to be in tune with your spirit, because you could be in a whole bunch of shit. A lot of people would have panicked. They would have had a panic attack, but I'm glad I understand a little bit of Spanish, and I'm glad I'm very good with landmarks. Okay. Oh my God, these people crazy. I just got up in here and they already harassing. They already harassing me. Anyway, I'm pretty without makeup. Thank you. I am pretty without makeup. I just like wearing makeup. Um, makeup is artistry. I don't think everyone wears makeup for different reasons, right? When I'm home, I go to work, my makeup is very minimal. I might put some concealer on, I might have lipstick or lip gloss on. And not normally every day I wear my natural eyebrows. I don't fill them in and stuff like that. But to me, makeup is art. All right. It's just art. If you feel like you cannot walk around the street or walk around your home without your real face, that's when it's a mental illness. That's what I feel. If you do not love yourself enough to like your bare skin, that's a problem. I don't have that issue. Most of the time during the week when I'm at home and I have to work, I don't wear makeup. Most I'll do is concealer, because I hate my raccoon eyes that I have underneath the bags I got underneath my eyes. I'm lagging the camera. Can I date a 27-year-old man? No. Is there something wrong with the camera? This looks clear to me. How's the Wi-Fi? Maybe it's on your end. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's no raccoon eyes. You never heard of that term? That term. Raccoon eyes, you know, when we have dark circles underneath our eyes, it can do from lack of um iron. You know, it's something that runs in my family. And when you're light skinned like me, even though I got a little bit of a tan right now, when you're very light skinned and you have dark circles, that is not attractive, okay? It's not attractive. I was up here trying to. This is my favorite freaking body spray in the world. Do you know how I haven't found this in like a year? I'm in Mexico and I find this in Walmart today. I think I paid like $5 for it and it's 8 ounces. So now I'm trying to put it in something smaller so that I can take it on a plane because let me tell you something, Mexico will throw your shit out. Last time I was here, they threw my stuff out. They was not playing with me. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm able to take my favorite scent with me back home and I'll just put it right back in that bottle when I get home. I would have bought two, but then I was gonna have to buy the bottles to transfer it in. So let me tell you what I've learned. This is my first trip out of the country alone, right? And I'm not gonna tell people to like go out of the country alone, but I will say that if you can, if you feel you that gangster enough to do so, then do it. That's what I will say. I think that people should try to at least take a trip on their own. That's just my opinion of it, right? And last night I was down by the strip and I'm just eating, my tacos, got my margarita, people walking by, they playing, R&B hip hop at the restaurant I was at. I'm just people watching, dancing in my seat by myself, having a good old time, right? And then next thing I know, the waiter comes over and he's like, you see that lady over there with those people? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, she wants to know, do you want a shot? I was like, yeah, I'll take a shot. Give me some tequila. So he comes out, he bring me a tequila shot and I put it up to her and I chugged it. And I was like, thank you. And then I didn't want to go over there because I really wanted to be by myself. I did not want to sit with a group of women. I know that sounds crazy, but I really wanted to be by myself. So afterwards, I went over to her table. It was a group of white ladies and Latina ladies. And I grabbed her. I said, thank you so much for the shot. She was like, girl, you by yourself? I said, yeah. She was just like, why? I was just like, yeah, this is my first solo trip alone. And she was like, how many days? I said, 8 days. And she said, what? She was just like, you're so inspiring. I just kept looking at you like, why is that beautiful girl by herself? And I was like, what? Oh, it made me want to cry because I was just like, wow, that is so crazy how you might think that nobody is watching you guys. People are watching you, okay? Chosen ones, you could be alone, but you are shining. People are watching you, inspiring people by walking alone. Sorry, I didn't want to cry, but it's the truth. And she was just like, what? Her friends were like, we're too scared to travel by ourselves. Like, you feel safe? Are you okay? Like, are you having fun? And I was just like, I am. Oh, the US dollar is more here. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, there's American food here in Mexico. Yeah. I had Jamaican food. It's not like plentiful, but when I was in Playa del Carmen, I had Jamaican food. I had soul food. There's a couple of black-owned businesses in Playa del Carmen, and I think in Tulum too. But in Cancun, no, there ain't no black food in Cancun. No, there's no black-owned restaurant. So I think that if I was to move to Mexico and I opened up a black-owned restaurant, I think that I would do well. If I mixed like a Spanish flair to it, you would make a lot of money because it's unique. As long as it has like chicken and seafood and stuff like that, you will make a lot of money. I do want to go to Africa, but I have to like look at which countries. Like, I don't have to get a vaccination because I don't believe in vaccinations. I shouldn't have said that on on here. But yeah, I have to see like who, because I wanted to go to Ghana, but they were like looking for the shot, and I don't believe in the shot, so I don't want to have to get shots and stuff like that to travel. So countries that I don't need shots for, like I have to be looking for, pretty much. What? Is there gyms here? There's plenty of gyms. There's plenty of gyms. If you like live in a luxury, yeah, there's gyms everywhere. They even have like makeshift gyms that's like outside, or like low budget gyms and stuff like that. I don't really see a lot of people working out here. They work a lot, but they don't work out here like that. They're not, I don't really see gym rats like that. Mm-mm. They like They're very family oriented in Mexico. It's not about vanity here. I'm not saying like they're not health conscious, but it's not based on that. It's like working and family, like enjoying life, like I stand out here. Like I went to back into Walmart, and it's like they're looking at me like, why is she so dressed up? Like, people were staring at me like, what? Because you don't walk down the street and you see someone look like this. No. Mm-mm. Like, women are not like a whole bunch of makeup. Their hair is not all done up. They have on like regular clothes, pretty much. Like, even in like walking into the clubs, they look like, to me, they look regular. Like, and even like the Mexicans in my neighborhood, I live in a pretty Spanish neighborhood. It's not that, they don't dress that fancy. It's a very carefree type of country. It's more family oriented. But yeah, and like the luxury apartments and stuff will have a gym in it. The luxury hotels have gyms in it too. Ashley says this solar eclipse was a very new moon eclipse. Being in Mexico is a new seed that will grow over time. Thank you. You're right. Jo- Josh says trying to solo trip to Greece, Bali, and Japan too. I think you should do Bali or Greece first. I think so. I've seen a lot of people do Greece and Bali by themselves, and you're a woman, right? I think you should start off with that too. But yeah, I was sorry I had to tear up, because I was like, yo, you be thinking that nobody's watching you. People be watching you. Like, she was like, you're so, and she was holding my hand and everything. She was like, you're so inspiring. Like, you know, be safe, good luck, and like maybe we should do it too. They were from Chicago and Las Vegas, and they were there celebrating one of her friend's birthday. I said happy birthday to her friend. Her friends are Aries and stuff like that. So I thought that was really beautiful. You never know who's watching you. I wonder why Black Americans are so obsessed with Ghana. I love me some Ghana people. Um, I I'm from New York, so New York is filled with a lot of people who are from Nigeria or Ghana, and I get along with them. I don't know how to say it. Is it Guyanese? I can't pronounce it, but those people treat me better. The Nigerians, not so much. I have some trauma stories about Nigerians. I would also like to go to like Morocco and stuff like that. I noticed that people from like um those type of countries are nicer to me too. So I think that I would like to visit there. I used to want to go to Egypt, and now I'm saying, kind of over it. Paris would be nice too. Paris used to be one of my dream trips, and now it's not. I still want to go to Paris, but it's just not my one of my dream trips anymore. We change over time. You know, we just change over time pretty much. I really, really love Afro Latino, type of countries. Like, I want to go to Costa Rica. I want to go back to Panama. you know, I wouldn't say they're Afro Latino countries, but where Afro Latinos are, I really enjoy them and their culture and the people and stuff like that. Would I go to Tokyo with a group, not solo? I would go to Tokyo with people. There's certain places that I would want to go with people. I'm really nervous about the experience. So I like their fashion. I'm around Asians a lot because they're in my neighbors are Chinese on both sides. So I see Asian people every day, of all kind of Asians, Japanese and Korean and Chinese and Filipino. I grew up with Filipino people. I think I would probably want to go to the Philippines or Thailand first. But I did hear that, hey, Canada, Heather from Canada. I think every country, every city has an energy, and that is the reason why we're so drawn to wanting to go. Of course, I know Ashley's in here. She wants to talk about, what is it called? The astrocarthyology. Can't pronounce it. Is when you look up your chart and it tells you like what city matches your energy and where you probably should live and where you will probably make your money and stuff like that. So look into that. That definitely will work for you. But I think this is a good experience because I really wanted. I'm documenting this. It's real. I'm over here. Y'all can go to my Instagram and see the pictures. I'm really in Mexico and I'm really by myself. There's nobody here. Okay, I'm in my hotel room alone. Nobody's with me. I really am alone. I just wanted y'all to really see like you can be by yourself and enjoy life. Okay, you can be by yourself as a chosen one. You can do things alone. And I didn't cry. I cried today. I'm very emotional today, meaning Sunday. I cried, not like because I'm by myself or whatever the case. I cried because I was just so grateful. I get overwhelmed with being grateful, that type of thing. And earlier, um, I had received a blessing earlier too. And I was just like, that is so crazy. Like, wow, thank you so much. I was just so grateful. And my trip is coming to an end, in 3 more days. So it's just like, whoa, I'm overwhelmed with joy and I'm overwhelmed. I'm just grateful, pretty much. And a lot of people can't be by themselves, but I want y'all to practice because you don't know what your life is going to be. You don't know what can happen and how it's going to be. Some of you will not get married as a chosen one. Some of you will not have children. Some of you may not have a flock of friends. Sometimes your life will end up like that, pretty much. Yeah, I really do. It's not sadness. What is Awake 444? What is up with you with this older woman thing? Like, do you got a crush on an older woman or something? Is this your weird way of telling me you have a crush on me? Listen, there's nothing wrong with liking older women or you like older men. I think I talked about this the other night. It's just like I mean everybody could do what they want to do, but I think realistically, you know, men or women in their 20s, they don't have it together yet. Right? Like I don't think life really starts to get started until you're like 30. So you can, if you want to date older, that's cool. But just be careful because some older people like to just, you know, mistreat the younger ones because they think y'all slow and they can kind of get over on you. I've seen that. Like this girl I used to be friends with, When we were about 35, she got with a guy who was, if we were 35, I think he was like 28, 29 or something like that. And the way she would talk to him, she'd be like, get over here, go do this, go do that. And he married her and had a kid and everything. She purposely stopped taking her birth control. She got pregnant. The first baby, he told her to abort it because he was like, I'm not ready to be a dad. And then she purposely did it again. And then he was like, fine, just keep the baby. And then she was like, well, being that I have a baby by you, you got to marry me. And he married her. So just be careful when you are a younger person and an older person is pursuing you. They want to run game on you because they cannot get somebody sometimes their age. Not even people want them their own age, And I do like younger men, but I will never take any man seriously who's not 30 and over. Because there's just certain things that you have not explored and been through, until you hit your 30s. You haven't even hit your solar return. Go Google what solar return is, all right? The guy that I was seeing last year, he is 29 and he is going through it. His solar return is whooping his ass. Josh says, yup, and if it does, there's nothing wrong with solitude. Like society makes it seem some of the loneliest people have a lot of people around them. Yep, that's true. Exactly, like what Drea did. That is disgusting. That's disgusting. That's ridiculous. That's disgusting. I saw somebody did like a reading on her, and they said like who she is like in her astro chart. Like she really truly believes like this 21-year-old boy is like her soulmate or something. And I'm just like, what? I'm 40. I will never find anything. I couldn't see a 21-year-old boy, me and him having a lot in common to want to be with him. Maybe attraction, but no. And even if I was attracted to a person that young, I would never date him. I would never sleep with him. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. And these women and these men, they don't have control over their lower half. They weak. They weak to sex. They weak to their lust. It's disgusting. Right. It's disgusting. Some of y'all don't even know who Dre is, but it's like this woman, I don't know. She's not really a celebrity. She's like, I don't know. She's just known pretty much. And I think she's 40 or 41 or something like that. She's like my age, and she got with a basketball player, I think, and he's like 21, and now she's pregnant by him. It's just disgusting. These women know what they doing, and he's young. When you're younger, you want that acceptance from an older person because it makes you feel like, oh yeah, I'm so mature that an older person want me. No, that they don't want you for that. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. No. Oh yeah, she has a son his age. That also makes it disgusting. That is disgusting. Mm-mm. Gross. Oh my gosh. Has anybody noticed that ever since the eclipse, like people's true character is being revealed to them? Is anybody experiencing this? Like I'm getting thrown so much at me that I can't really like, I can't handle it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm just like, I don't want to believe this about this person. This is too much. I don't want to deal with this. Like, oh, why does it have to be this way? Anybody else dealing with this? Oh my gosh. I'm just okay. So let me tell y'all something, guys. Y'all are like my friends, okay? So how would y'all feel if your man or your woman was giving money to their ex lover? How would y'all feel? I'm gonna give y'all time in the chat to answer that question. Answer that question for me. How would y'all feel? Real say we done, period. Oh my God. All right. So a man has answered the question. I want a woman to answer that. You find out your man still helps out his ex financially. Not good at all. I'll be infuriated. Wow. Guys, I'm in this situation. I just found this out, okay? I'm just not ready to accept this truth. Oh, this is too much, guys. Let me tell you. Oh my God, I'm about to tell y'all. I'm tearing up because I'm in such shock. Who? No, 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 no. They don't have kids together. They said only if they have kids, only if they have my child. That was my okay. That makes sense. Yeah. No. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So since I've been here in Mexico, my ex from 2021, he called me on WhatsApp to check on me because he knew I was by myself. So he's like, "Oh, I gotta see you. I gotta make sure you're good." And we talked for like about a good hour. And but I haven't seen him in about 6 months now, right? Yeah, I haven't seen him in about 6 months. So while we're on FaceTime, I'm like, why haven't I seen you? What's going on with you? Because we used to like meet up and like do dinner like maybe once a month or something like that because we're still very good friends, pretty much. And I know it sounds very weird, to still be friends, but we didn't have like a bad breakup, pretty much. It was religious reasons and moral reasons to why I decided to go separate ways with him. But we didn't hate each other. And I think that's the reason why we kept the friendship. But we have not slept together since we broke up in 2021. Nothing physical has happened. I just want to put that out there. So we're on camera and we're talking, and I'm like, so when am I gonna see you? What's up? What's going on? And he was just like, I'm like, what's up? I'm like, are you all right? Like, why can't I see you? He was like, because I'm in a relationship now. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I kind of figured that. I was just waiting for you to tell me because I really did. Because I was like, wow, I haven't seen him in months. He must be dating someone now. And I was just like, but why didn't he tell me? I'm thinking we close enough for him to tell me he's in a relationship. And so I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, is there any babies on the way? That I need to know about too. And he was just like, yeah, there's one on the way. And I lit up. I was like, oh, good, congratulations. And I think he just wanted to test me to see how I was gonna act. He was like, nah, ain't no babies on the way. She ain't pregnant. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you lie? Like, you was really gonna see if I was gonna be a hater? Like, I'm not gonna be a hater. Like, it's 2024. We broke up in 2021. If we were supposed to be together, we would have been together by now, It's not like that. But my issue is, why are you hiding that you're in a relationship? And why do you think it's appropriate that you give me money every month? So he gives me money every month randomly. And it's just like, like things are expensive. So he'll give me money like every month for like groceries or like transportation to get to work, like stuff like that, And I'm just like, I think is inappropriate. If he feels it's inappropriate for us to hang out, you don't think it's inappropriate that you're giving me money? What? That's crazy. Ashley says he has love for you and wants to help you. That's true. He probably wants to leave the door open with you. Ooh, that's a possibility. Ashley said he wanted to see a reaction. He's testing you for some reason. Girl, I guess I failed that test because I was just like, oh, the baby's on the way. And he was like, yeah, one's on the way. And naturally, I really did. I lit up. I was just like, for real? Because he doesn't have any kids. And I was like, I'm not gonna be a hater. Y'all hear my belly? I'm sorry. I'm drinking this soda and I don't drink soda, but in Mexico, I love this soda. So when you ever come to Mexico, drink this soda. And it doesn't taste like the soda in America where you take a sip and you're like you feel like you're about to glitch. No, it doesn't taste like that. It's smooth. I can't explain it. I don't know. I don't drink soda. I'm not supposed to eat chocolate because I literally break out, and that's probably why I've been breaking out since I've been here. But this is so good. Oh, I think that's what. Oh, it looks like they have mineral water in this soda. That's why it's good. So it is kind of like watered down soda. Oh, anyway. Damn. But yeah, guys, so my ex got him a boo. And I'm happy for him. I love him so much that I want to see him with a good woman. I want to see him with a good woman. I want to see him get married one day. I want to see him have children. I am not a hater like that, you know? That's just the kind of person I am. I'm that mature. I know a lot of people like, I want them to be with somebody. They didn't want to be with me then, you know? He wasn't willing to give me what I felt I deserved, and that's why I decided to let him go, you know? So why would I hate on him? Nah, And I really hope when my time comes, my light is I gotta charge my light. I really hope when my time comes, he'll be happy for me. But I doubt it. He's a Virgo. You know, Virgo men, they be hating. I don't think he would be happy for me if I met a man. I don't think so. She is it Rocio? It sounds like good energy between you two. Yeah, we have very good energy, definitely. We talked for like a whole hour, and what were we were talking about racism, colorism, like we be talking about some woke stuff. We always talk about positive stuff, like we never flirt with each other or anything like that. We do have a great mental connection. We always had a good connection mentally. Little John says no, it's not like that. Cares about you, loves doing thoughtful stuff for you, a good for you, good connection, don't want to lose that is rare. So okay, I'm confused. So you're saying like, oh, he cares for me, he loves doing thoughtful things for me, and he doesn't want to lose a connection. I get that, but I do think that that's an unhealthy pattern that he needs to break. Because if I got into a relationship, I would have told him immediately. I definitely would have, you know. But, I mean, I was seeing somebody, I think in like 2022 or something like that. Yeah, 2022 to 2023. And then I told him about it. And he was like, oh, why you didn't tell me? I was just like, because it wasn't serious. That's why I didn't tell you. It wasn't hiding it from you. So maybe in his mind, he was probably thinking, well, she don't tell me who she dates, so I'm not going to tell her who I date. I hope he's not trying to put me in that position of like, oh, she's my what if girl. If it don't really work out with who I really want, I can always be with Ange. I really hope that's not what is in his mindset. I wonder how his reaction would be if you joked about having a baby too. Oh, I don't need, I even want to think about that experience. I really don't. One day I asked him, I said, if I had a child in the future, would you be the goddad? And he said it would be an honor. I would love to be the godfather to your future child. I would love to. And I was like, for real? He was like, yes, I would love to be the godfather. Like, that's how cool we are, you know? But I don't know, because honestly, when we were together, I thought I was pregnant. I really thought I was pregnant at one point from him. And he was very disappointed that I wasn't pregnant. And the reason why I was happy that I wasn't pregnant by him was because we weren't married. And I was just like, how are you going to be Muslim and I'm taking pregnancy tests? You know, this isn't good. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I did break up with him, because I was just like, nope, I didn't go this long in my life for you to not make me an honest woman. And you not going to be doing that inside of me and knocking me up, and we not married. So that was another reason why I decided to break it off too. I don't play like that. I didn't go this long to be in that kind of situation. If I want to be in that situation, let me make that choice. But I felt like it was a setup, you know? I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been a good father. He would have been an excellent father. He's amazing. He has like 10 nieces and nephews. He's an amazing uncle, okay? He is such a good uncle. His nephew that lives with him calls him dad. And he has to tell him over and over, because unfortunately, the baby daddy to his sister, like she disappeared on her. And he has to keep telling his nephew, I'm not your daddy. I'm not your daddy. I'm Uncle so-and-so. Like, stop calling me that. You know, he's a provider. He's a protector. He would definitely be a good father. So that's why I would generally be happy for him, whoever he has a kid with. But hopefully he don't have a kid with, you know, the wrong woman. Renee! Hi, girl. And Josh said, definitely testing her. Men be playing. He would be pissed. But why test me? Why would he be testing me? I thought you didn't want me. Oh my God. Why would he be doing that? And I think he called me because he wanted to see if I was on a vacation with a man. I'm telling you, because him and the Scorpio from my past that we're trying to rekindle, but he's so broken from his last relationship. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. Him too. I was like, oh, you know, I'm in Mexico alone. I don't know. I didn't want to ask. It's just like, dude, it's not that serious. If I was on vacation with a man, I would have told both of them. That's just me. But I found it very funny that my ex made sure he put me on WhatsApp. He FaceTimed me. Like, let me see if she really by herself. You know, like, I tell you, these men are like that, you know, but it's just like, you in a whole relationship, bro. You in a whole relationship. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I ran out of money and he sent me some money yesterday. I'm not even going to lie. Yep. After I paid that Airbnb, I had to pay for Airbnb and it was more than I expected. I was running out of money and he sent me some money yesterday. And I told him, oh, I'll pay you back when I, get paid when I get home. He was like, nah, just keep it. I don't want it back. So even when I try to give him the money back, he gets angry. He does not like that. He doesn't like it. I've given him money back before. I think like one time he gave me like $200 and I gave it back. He didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks. He was so mad. He was so mad. He didn't cash app it back. He kept the money, but he was like acting so funky about it. Whoo. Real says yes. Just be there to collect that check. Now she says take it. It's good that he wants to be a provider. Scorpio Hill, and I'm guilty of this too. Thank you for confirming. Confirming that. Yeah, my Scorpio, he acting stank. I I can't deal with him right now. I really can't. I really told him like we gotta talk. We gotta talk. I haven't spoken to him in about a day or two. And I'm not talking to him till I get home because he's gonna piss me off. And this eclipse energy got me having anger issues. I'm too emotional right now, so I'm not dealing with that. Like, look at me telling y'all all the tea. I be having tea, guys. But I feel guilty now. I feel like, oh my gosh, like to me, I feel like that money could be going to her. I mean, I don't know, maybe his girlfriend make a lot of money. I don't know, but I feel like that, you know? I feel like, why are you giving your ex? And it's crazy. We didn't even date long. We dated less than a year. That is really crazy. But you know, a time frame doesn't matter. But he could be doing this with a couple of other lovers, ex-lovers that he's had. Maybe he giving money to all of us. I don't know. Maybe he's doing things for all of us. I have absolutely no idea. And what's crazy is he's still my emergency contact because I don't have anybody in New York. There's nobody in New York that I could put down as my emergency contact. I only have one uncle who lives with me who's severely schizophrenic. I have a brother who's still alive, but I cut him off. I had to go no contact with him almost 2 years ago. That's it. There's nobody else in New York. All my family is either dead or they're somewhere in Virginia, pretty much. So he's still my emergency contact number. And I asked him, like, do you want me to remove it? He said no. Ashley says it makes him feel good to help you. God is blessing you through him. I think so too. You're right. He's a vessel. You're blessed. Oh, thank you. Y'all make me feel like good. Because I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know. Josh says, yeah, I think he still has feelings, especially with the money thing. If he ended up finding someone he really likes, then he would probably stop. He stopped a lot. I think he do like this girl. He has stopped a lot because there was something that I needed him to do, and he didn't show up for it. I noticed that he wouldn't do it. It was like physical labor. There you go. It was like physical labor. And then he said, we can't go out to dinner anymore. I said, oh, I was like, yeah, no problem. I respect that. I didn't want to be rude. I was going to tell him we don't even have to talk. Because that's the kind of woman I am. I want to respect your relationship. Hey, Eric. But yeah, he's like, yeah, we can't do dinner anymore. Because, you know, it'll look crazy. You know, he out having dinner with some woman that she don't know me. You know? But if he get caught, you know, I don't know. He'll have to explain who I am. I totally get it. I've had male friends cut me off before when they got with their girlfriends, but we had not did anything physical. They were just male friends. I've had just male friends cut me off before. They were like, yeah, my girlfriend said I can't have female friends. I was like, no problem, but don't come back and try to be my friend when y'all break up. But that's exactly what they tried to do. I've had male friends cut me off when they got married, when they got in relationships. But as soon as they broke up with her, they wanted to be my friend again. I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I even, you know, I even mentioned my ex before to Scorpio. And I'm sure Scorpio was like, oh boy, you know, thinking all kind of crazy things. But I think it's because I want to be honest with whoever I'm going to date. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm a single woman. If you really want me, put me in the position that I would want to cut everybody off. But nobody is doing that. So why would I cut off people who are there for me? Scorpio did not check on me when I got to Mexico. It was my ex that checked on me. He told me to text him when I get on my flight. When I got off my flight, when I got to the airport, I let him know. He said, okay, when you get to the town, text me when you get to the hotel. Let me know you're good. You good? He called me. You good? Everything? All right. Bye. Have a good day. Do you have fun? 3 days went by. Then when I got to Cancun from Playa, that's when he FaceTimed me and we talked for an hour. He actually checked on me. You need anything? Whatever, I spoke to him again this morning. He said, oh, I'm at work, but check your cash app in a second. The money was right there, and, that's it. People are going to show you when they love you. All right. Friendship wise and romantically, people don't think just because somebody's there, they love you, they care for you. It's in the actions. How they treat you. How do they treat you when you're sick? You know how you could say to somebody, oh man, I was throwing up this morning, or I had a tummy ache, and they go, oh, okay. Don't fuck with that motherfucker. What do you mean? She didn't even say, oh, I hope you feel better. I remember one time I twisted my ankle and I was on the phone with a guy I had went on a first date with. And I was like, yeah, I twisted my ankle. You know what this guy said? Oh, okay. Huh? That's weird. Narcissists do that too. Narcissists do that, but I'm sorry. How do you think dating someone or you're friends with someone, they don't even care about when you're sick? They don't care when something's important to you. They're not showing no interest. They don't support you, your goals. It's like, it's in those small things, guys. I'm telling you, it's in those small things, and about 2 weeks ago, when I was going through that whole thing where the girl died, remember I told you the girl died or whatever? Her funeral was actually next Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to go, but I spoke to Scorpio about that situation with the funeral. He was just like, I don't know what to tell you. That's it. That's all he said. But then I spoke to my ex about it, and my ex was like, well, how do you feel about it? How do you think you're going to feel? Are you going to be able to handle seeing all those people from your past? Go with what your heart is saying. He didn't have to go in, but he showed interest and care in how I was feeling, and I was struggling with my decision if I should go to the funeral or not. Scorpio didn't give a fuck. So it's in things like that, when you're dealing with people, that they show you their true character. They show you if they care about you. That's how you'll know if somebody cares or if they love you. I didn't even know how this live was going to go. I didn't even know I was going to be talking about all of this. Eric says actions speak louder than words. Even with you fellas, you say to a woman, damn, I eat all day, she's like, oh, baby, what you gonna cook? What you gonna eat? What you gonna cook? Why didn't you eat? Or like, she ain't showing no type of care. Nothing. It's just strange to me. Or the other day I heard this woman talking about like her dog or something like that. And some people, they have pets, cats, dogs, or whatever, and it's important to them. But if you love and you care for somebody and they say, oh, my dog or my child or my best friend or something happened to them, and the person is just like, all right, cool. They don't give you no follow-up questions. And this is something else I'm noticing about people too. They want you to have so much emotion for what they're going through or what, like, something is going on in their life, right? Like maybe it's some milestone in their life. They want you to remember all the little details and show emotion and all that. But when it's something that is important to you, they show absolutely no emotion. Y'all notice that too? And I'm noticing that a little bit with my friends. It's just like you show no care about things that are important to me, but you want so much out of me. That's not a friendship, you know? And I don't know what that is. Do they genuinely don't care? Is it jealousy? You know, so now it's just like I'm just gonna give people the energy that they give me. That's all. That's it. And it hurts, it bothers you, of course, but then you just learn where you're gonna place those people. Ooh, what? What are you talking about? I'm a money grubber. Are you upset that my ex gives me money and I got a job and I got a platform and I got a hustle and I do hair? You're mad at that? You're mad that somebody loves me, that they give me their hard-earned money without me even having to ask? See, that's what a real man, a real provider does. When you're dealing with a real masculine man, a real provider, a woman doesn't even have to ask him for money. She could just tell him her problem and he just blesses her. So why are you mad at that? Because you ain't got nobody giving you no money? Some men want to be so feminine these days. It sounds like you do respect his relationship. So he has some boundaries he put up, but I guess not with the money. Yeah, no, that's that's good though, because it's a collective financial crisis out here. Eric says, can your boyfriend have female friends? Yeah, my boyfriend can have female friends. If I had a boyfriend, yeah, but not like I would be concerned if I was in a relationship and my boyfriend had a lot of female friends. Like, why you got a lot of female friends? Because I don't think men and women view friendship the same. But I'm not one of those who are like jealous if my man got a best female friend. No, I'm not like that. Because I get along with men very well. And I am one of those women that will cut off my male friend if he makes a pass at me. I actually cut off a 20-year friendship with a guy last year. I had him and I were friends for 20 years. He had a girlfriend. Me and him hung out one night and he made a pass at me and I cut him off. I blocked him. I ghosted him after 20 years of friendship. So I would trust my man until something is proven. Nothing gets hidden from me. So if my man is cheating on me, my man is doing something funny, my ancestors are going to tell me, God is going to tell me. I don't even have to investigate. I'm going to find out. And I'm going to know that man is not for me or not. Now, I think there's a difference with being friends with people who you've never slept with than being friends with people who you have slept with. So if I was his girlfriend, I would be concerned. If I found out he still had a friendship with me, I would be concerned. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would be concerned. So there's a difference between the man being friends with a woman he's never slept with and him being friends with his ex. That's different. All right. So we have history. I thought I was pregnant by him at one point. I'm not just some random chick. You feel me? So if I was his girlfriend, I would be concerned. But if I was in a relationship right now, I wouldn't mind my man having female friends. But are you friends with a whole bunch of your exes? That's weird, dude. What's going on with you? Why are you collecting ex stones? Like, that's strange. Ashley says, that's really good. He cares for you, Angelique. He's really looking out for you. Hey, D-Lane. He sounds like a caring person for real. Actions speak louder than words, Eric says. Victor says, yes, that is true. Is in the actions. Crazy. I'm the friend that will make you soup from scratch and head right over. You're so sweet. Ashley says, your Scorpio friend is in his feelings for some reason. Maybe it's the eclipse. He's showing his personality. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a couple of days. He's acting real bitchy, and I don't got no time for it. It's weird. He's going like this. Like one day he's like flooding me with like texts and spiritual stuff, and he wants to talk to me, and then he just gets like weird. This is like, I don't have no time for that, bruh. Like, go in your little corner, be in your dark side, and leave me alone for now. And when you feel better, holla at me, holla at your girl. Renee says, I agree with Ashley. I think he knows your situation and feels for you due to your situation, knowing that you have no one. Yep, that's true. I think he's a great person. He's a godsend. Yeah, he really is, Renee. He really is a blessing. He really is. And that's the thing about it. This is why you can't tell everybody your business, because sometimes, for me, oh, I'm all spitting. I'm sorry. For me, taboo friendships have been a blessing for me. Okay. For me, taboo relationships have just been a blessing for me. Many years ago, my narc stepsister, she was married to a very nice man, okay? West Indian man. I think he was from Montserrat. Very nice guy. And he was like a brother to me. He was everything that I wish my biological brother was to me. And I called him bro and everything. He was a Scorpio too. And when my mom died, he lived in New Jersey and he didn't drive. He took the train all the way from New Jersey. And I used to live all the way in Rosedale. Rosedale is like the borderline of Jamaica, Queens, and Long Island. So it was pretty far. So he took the New Jersey Transit to the Long Island Railroad, came to Rosedale, Queens, came to my house the day that my mom died, okay? The stepsister was nowhere to be found. She disappeared because it took like a week to get my mother's funeral together. She shows up the day before my mom's funeral. We did not know where she was. Okay, this is a woman who raised her, because her mom died when she was 6 or 7 years old, and my mother raised her since she was 7 years old. So technically, that was my mother's daughter. She raised her from 7 all the way up, and it was just like she just disappeared, and her freaking ex-husband shows up like, that was my mother-in-law, and I love her, and I'm here for you, sis. He gave me money. You need anything? You good. Do you know what she did? You know what the narcissist stepsister did? Told people, oh, my sister's sleeping with my ex-husband. I know she fucking him, because why would he be helping her? This is what people do. People are wicked. They're wicked. They're always thinking sexual. They're always thinking twisted and deranged. It's just like, he's like, I was the only family member that still talked to him. He was like, yo, I was married to your sister for 10 fucking years. How's it that you're the only person from the family that talks to me? Nobody else talks to me but you? He couldn't believe it. He could not believe it. And I'm like, yo, that's what narcissists do. That's what dark-sided people do. They don't give a shit. Her whole family is trash. Okay? Like, I'm different because she's my stepsister. So you're married to her. That's her blood family. They're trash too. But this is what people do. So if God sent you a taboo relationship to be a blessing, don't walk around telling people about it. I could tell y'all because y'all are y'all, but I definitely cannot go around telling people these stories. Him and I lost contact from each other a couple of years ago, but he was in my life until I was at least 30. Definitely. He was like a big brother. But I think what happened, oh, that's what it was. He got into a relationship finally because he was like broken. Like my narc stepsister, she broke him into pieces. Like men do not bounce back from this type of situations like women can. They just cannot. Their emotions are completely different, right? But he met a nice woman, and one day him and I were out having dinner. That was like our thing. We would go out and get drunk together and go separate ways. That was our thing. And one day he was like, sis, come on the phone, talk to this woman because she acting up. And I was like, hello. And she was just like, oh, are you his ex-wife's sister? I'm like, I don't claim her as my sister, but yeah, why? What's up? Okay, I just felt uncomfortable, like that y'all are still friends. And I'm just like, that's my brother. Just because my stepsister did him dirty, why would I cut him off, you know? But I understood why he stepped back from the friendship with me, because he wanted love. And I respected it, you know, and that's probably one of the reasons why we lost contact, honestly. I think I changed my number and I just never gave him my new number, because I realized like he finally found love after that narc ass bitch. And, you know, she felt uncomfortable with him being friends with me. And I understand that. And I just stepped back so he can have a chance at love again. But just don't be telling people about your taboo relationships. Renee says, I agree with Ashley. I think he knows your situation. Okay, no, I read it already. Thanks, Angelique, for this. I just deleted a group chat of these friends that didn't check up on me during cancer scare. Oh my God. Are you okay? Or they did a biopsy and everything's clear? Yo, people don't be pretending, guys. They really do not give a shit about you. Do me a favor, guys. Whoever is in the chat, click like on the live for me. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Let me put my donation information in the chat. If anybody wants to bless me with a donation while I'm still in Mexico, I still got 3 more days to go. Your girl is out here on her own. Where's my thing at? Let me find it. Try to find my channel. But yeah, it's just really all these taboo relationships that God has blessed me with. And I realize it's just best don't tell people, don't tell your business, because people will make it out to be disgusting. They're always trying to make it seem like you're being sexual with your ex, your friend, or whoever it is that you're still connected to. They'll try to make it into something that is not. And I think that also happens too, because if they could break that connection between you and that person, then you lose your blessings through that person. You get it? So that is the reason why that happens as well. But I hope he's doing well. I hope that guy is doing well. But he was a huge blessing to me at the time that I needed him. For a long time, he really was. What y'all saying now? Oh, you actually left the group chat, Renee. Yes, absolutely. God sends blessings through many vessels. Ashley says, very, very, Rhonda says, yes, very little or no interest. Little John says, true, true. Victor says, I believe that God protects the chosen one so that they do not have to have a fake partner. Yep. Eric says, love, heart, heart, heart. Renee, I never met one of those providers. Really? Oh, interesting. That means that you might be an overgiver. Hey, honey. Yeah, you are late. Ashley says she was jealous and very insecure. Yeah, she was. Hi, Selena. Oh my God. Here we go. Okay, blocked you from the chat. Being disrespectful. Ooh, hold on. Oh, put timeout. There you go. Okay. Hope I didn't get rid of the wrong person. Let me see this. Hold on. All right. Hopefully I didn't block the wrong person. If I did, I'm so sorry. Danny says, so true. Your content made me realize how real that is. It makes you want to isolate until you find your true people. Yep, that is the best thing to do. And through my lifetime, that's how I survived being alone, guys, because after my mom died, that was it. I was on my own. I'm telling you, I was on my own. And God just kept sending different angels in my life. That's it. that's it. Just kept sending different angels, you know. And even when I was having a conversation, I've been real with Scorpio, because Scorpio told me his narcissistic ex, the last relationship he was in, did a number on him. And he says that he's scared. I scare him. So that's why he's acting funny, because he's like, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared to love, I'm scared to love. That's basically what it is. So the more I'm loving him, he's running. He's like running. The sweeter I am to him, he's just running. Like, no, I don't want to love her. I don't want her to be nice to me. So he keeps running from me, pretty much. That's what he's doing. But I was honest with him how I'm still friends with my ex, because if you're going to be honest with me and tell me that you're broken from your ex, I'm going to tell you I'm cool as fuck with mine. You feel me? That's just me. I would keep it real. I don't want to lie, because I don't want no surprises. You know, I don't want lies. You know, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, who that? I told you about him. I told you who he is, you know? I want to keep it real. But I realized that I don't think Scorpio can handle that information. Now his reaction makes more sense. Yeah. God don't bless me through people, he blesses me through situations. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, all of us have blessings. Blessings come in different forms. You know what I'm saying? We all have different ways that we're blessed, pretty much, you know? So I'm thankful for that. I really am. I'm really thankful for that. But it just seems like I always have like these, it's like this person would be in my life for a couple of years. This person, then they fade away, then somebody else comes in, and they fade away, somebody else comes in. But also, you know, as a chosen one, we're like that in their lives too. You know, people are temporary in our lives, and we are also temporary in their lives as well. You know, it's about elevation. You know, it's not supposed to stay the same. That's why I always like weirds me out. Like, I'm not a person that go like, when I hear like, oh, I got a divorce, it's like, okay, congratulations. Or I broke up with someone, okay, congratulations. You're going on to a new chapter. I know it sounds like an asshole. Oh, someone has died. Maybe if it's not a child that died, I probably won't say congratulations to that, because that is just horrific. But I will say congratulations, because your life, a new life, is about to start. You know, these are different chapters in our life. You know, even I said that at my mother's funeral. You know, no one would go up there to talk for my mom. I had to talk. I had to do the family speech. Her husband wouldn't do it. My shitty ass brother wouldn't do it. The shitty ass stepsister wouldn't do it. I had to plan the funeral and go up there and do the fucking speech. And that's what I said in that speech. I said, this is the beginning of the rest of my life. I'm about to get a whole new life. My mother's gone. And people were like, oh my God, oh my God. It's true though, because after death is a rebirth. After divorce is a rebirth. After a breakup, after you're done your crying, congratulate yourself, because you're about to be a new person. You're about to get a whole new set of rules and regulations, okay? You're about to play a whole new game. Yep, Eric says people are like seasons. And the problem with us, just like my Scorpio, he's holding on to the old fucking game. You can't play the new game. You can't move on, because you're still holding on to your narc ex. And whatever spell she did is working, because you're still fucking holding on, and you can't reach out. God's trying to give him love, the love that he wants, that he didn't get from the ex, that he didn't get from his mama, is in me. But he can't reach out. He can't because he's still I'm in the fifth dimension. He's always still in the fucking third dimension, still wallowing in sorrow over someone who never fucking loved him. A lot of us do this. We keep holding on. We keep holding on. Even me, what if I'm not supposed to talk to my ex anymore? Even if we're just friends, maybe God eventually would part, make us part. It's possible. But please let people go, because God wants to bless you, but you keep holding on emotionally and physically to people from your past. And that's why you're not able to get the love that you want. I don't know how people do it. Some people, they be with somebody and find another love. I don't know how they do that. That shit never fucking happened to me. Never. I don't know. It's just never happened to me. That's true. You'll let go when it's time. I think people over hold on though. I think it'd be dead and stinking and past. I don't think God wants you to be in misery. I watched a man be in misery for 10 years. The woman moved on already, had kids, living her best life, and he let himself go. He gained over 100 pounds. He started balding. He lost his mind. He would stay in the house. He didn't have sex for like 5 years straight. Why would, nah, bruh. You were supposed to let go a long time ago. This is how those people pop up and be killing them people. We have got to push ourselves into healing. We have to push ourselves to let go. Don't rush the process, but holding on for 5 and 10 and 15 and 20. Excuse me. I knew a man, it was actually my ex-best friend's father, who was living in this singleness and misery for 20 years, guys. Do you hear me? 20 years. Then he finally meets a woman, marries her, gets fucking cancer, and died. What part of the game is that? This man should have let his ex go and what she did to him at least 10 years ago, 10 years prior. He finally meets the love of his life, marries her, gets fucking cancer, and dies. What? Nah, man, that's crazy. That's sad as hell. Nope. Not cool. People hold on because they don't like change, creatures of habit. It's true. People are literally comfortable in their shit. At least it's something that they know. It's a pain that they know. It's a process that they know. And yeah, that is true. People will hold on to those emotions and those feelings because they don't know what's on the other side of the healing. They're scared. And I told my Scorpio, I said, you're scared. I feel it. Another thing I noticed since the eclipse, I can tap into people's energy faster now. It's almost like I don't like it, guys. I don't like this. I don't like it. It's like my superpowers, my spiritual power is elevated. I don't like it. If I can feel every emotion from him, I don't like it. I feel everything. Ugh, I don't like it. What? Just like jobs? Exactly. You have to let it go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I had to get rid of that person. They just coming in my chat. These damn trolls, these losers are freaking stupid. Yep, even with jobs too. You stay there too long, and you're going to go into deeper misery. And I went through that too before. I told y'all this story back in 2019. Look at that. I don't want to think about 2019 when I stayed at a job, and it's because it was the evil that I knew and was used to. And I didn't want to go through the whole process of looking for another job. I'd rather just stay there because it was misery, right? Just like people stay in those badass marriages, and I end up sick. And that's what happens too when people they sit around and they wallow in their suffering and their pain. What they end up doing is they become sick. All right, this is how people get cancer, ulcers. They have anxiety, depression, weight gain, all these different things happen to them, while they're holding on to that pain. This is why healing is important. This is why I do what I do. And eventually I'm going to let go. I'm not going to be doing these videos all the time. I'm not. I got into this because I did a lot of healing work. I want others to heal as well, But when I get back home, I am going to have a talk with Scorpio, and I'm going to tell him, look, I have a skill that you don't have, and you have a skill that I don't have. So he's a personal trainer, right? His body looks like a god. All right. It looks perfect. He is very good at sculpting bodies, right? He knows how to work people out. So I'm going to tell him, hey, you give me some workout tips. I'm going to give you some healing tips. All right. That's the challenge. Let's see who can heal, right? You can help me physically because I want to lose 50 more pounds, and you need to lose 50 pounds of suffering. That's what I'm going to tell him when I get back home. Because it's sad when you see people suffering and they just do not know how to move past it, And as a healer, it does hurt me to see a friend, I consider him a friend that I love and care about, just sitting in sorrow and pretending that he's happy when I know he's really not. But ever since this eclipse thing, I can tap in anyone that I'm close to. I can tap into them and literally feel exactly what they're feeling at the moment. So like if him and I are on the phone with each other, he'll be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm this and that. But I can literally feel he's not. Like I can feel him. He's suffering. He's really suffering. Eric says you're either a blessing or a lesson. Very true. Very true. But I'm not liking this. It's very intense. And if you're empathic, let me know. Did your energy increase? Because it's making me uncomfortable. Renee says twin flame connection. Honey, he does want to heal. He just doesn't know the steps to healing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. He does want to heal, definitely. He's been opening up to me of like even talking about his parents. No man's going to tell you that, like he's opening up to me about some personal things and how he's like, oh, I've been reflecting on this and that and that. And he's into, he knows he's into astrology. I gave him, he has my birth time and everything. He's seen my chart. He can read a chart, so he knows. He read my chart and he's quiet. I read it. He gave me 2 charts and I read my chart. I haven't finished it because I'm here relaxing. I don't want to sit down and read a chart, but I did read some of it. And he said, oh, do you want me to read your chart? I said, you have the chart. I know you're going to read the chart. And when I read it, it wasn't bad. Like half of my chart wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't. It said a lot of great things about me. I was like, this is actually too good to be true. But I think he was curious to see what was in that chart, pretty much. I don't think he my twin flame. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we definitely have a soul connection, but I wouldn't consider him a twin flame. Him and I are nothing alike. We're nothing alike. There was a guy years ago, back in 2017, 2018, we worked together. And oh shit, I think his birthday just passed. He's an Aries. I don't remember his birthday. It's April something. Shit, it might be today. That's crazy. I don't remember his birthday, but I know it was in April. I have probably written down somewhere. And that's the only man that I ever met that was a lot like me. Like our story was very similar to each other. But some people said he was never a twin flame, that he was a karmic twin flame. I said, okay, I guess so. And I felt like I knew him. Like I felt like I knew him. Anyway, y'all got twin flames. Have you ever experienced twin flame or soulmate connection? I never experienced a soulmate connection ever. I wonder if I'm going to experience a soulmate connection in this lifetime. I wonder, because I never had a soulmate. Never ever. Oh yeah, follow me on. Oh, I forgot to put my donation information in the chat. I'm only gonna stay on for another extra 30 minutes. So y'all can ask me questions too, because I feel like I just been talking. But that's something I definitely noticed, is that I'm feeling way too much. I'm having crazy dreams. That's something I noticed too. Since I've been here in Mexico, ever since the eclipse too, I'm having more intense and crazy dreams. I think one of my coworker likes me because it was in my dream, and I was just like, "What the hell? Why would I dream about that?" I think my coworker likes me. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, a lot of narcissists, they use that. They use that soulmate twin flame bullshit to capture us. They love doing that. They do that so they can keep us there. All right. Here's my listen, anybody who already donated to me, please don't donate. Give other people a chance to donate, all right? I'm just putting my information in the chat. My Cash App is the light $, the light 777. My Zelle and PayPal is neoangie3000 @yahoo.com. Or you can put money on this chat as well. Damn, what was I about to say? I was about to say something, and it just slipped my mind. Oh, the dream I had. So I had this dream last night. This shit scared me, guys. I woke up like, yo, you ever have a dream and it just feels too real, right? All my dreams feel real, but no, this dream really felt real, right? So I don't remember all of it. I don't remember all the dream, but I'll just say this. So I have a coworker, and he's actually younger. Yeah, I have a coworker at my job. He does security at my job. He's a Gemini, and he's younger than me. I think he's like 28, 29, right? But he has a girlfriend, by the way. He has a girlfriend. And one day I saw his girlfriend come into the job, and I was like, "Oh, no offense, is your girlfriend older than you?" And he was like, "Yeah, how you know?" I didn't want to be rude and say I could tell she's older. I was just like, "Oh, it was just a good guess." And he was just like, "Yeah, I think he said she's 37. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, whatever." and she's actually pregnant right now. She's due in August. And I joke about it. I'll be like, guess what? You're gonna name her Angelique and she's gonna be a Leo. He's like, I'm not naming my baby after you, right? Because they're having a girl. So anyway, we're cool, whatever the case is. So in the dream, this is a crazy ass dream, all right? This is the part I just remember this part in the dream. I was other things going on in the dream, but this part particular I remember in the dream. So in the dream, there's like a piece of paper, right? I don't know, I just use this paper, right? So there's like a piece of paper in the dream, and on the paper it was my name written over and over again, right? You know, like somebody's just doodling. You know how like back in when you was in elementary school, you just doodling your name, or you're like writing the boy or the girl name that you like with your name or whatever the case is. So there's a paper and it said like Angelique all over the paper, and it was like hearts, and it was just like, she's so beautiful, right? She's so beautiful. And in the dream, his woman brings me the paper. Yo, his woman brings me the paper and goes like this, like, look. And I'm like, okay, like, what is this? I'm looking at her. I'm like, girl, what is this? And she's just like, look what he wrote. And I'm like, who? I'm like playing dumb because I'm like, who the fuck is she talking about, right? So I'm like, who wrote this, right? And she was like, my man wrote it, right? And I was just like, what? I was like, I don't know about this girl. And I just throw the paper back at her and I keep walking. That's a crazy ass dream. And I woke up like, what the hell? And yeah, that is very weird, guys. So what y'all think that dream was about? You think it's just plain as day? Now when I go back to work, I'm gonna be like looking at him like, let me stay away from him. He got a whole family. Let me get away from that man. That wasn't a dream. That was a nightmare. That was not a dream. That was a nightmare. Ain't that crazy? That is a crazy ass dream. Now I gotta stay away from him. You know how you just have a dream and you see the person and you be like, damn, like you be feeling like, do they know what happened in the dream realm? You be feeling like they remember. Most of the time they don't even remember it. So yeah, man. Y'all ever had a dream about a coworker and the shit was real? And the scary thing I'm trying to open up these sanitizing wipes that I bought from Walmart today. But you ever have a dream? No, actually, most of my dreams are real, and that's what scares me. Not Yeah, most of my dreams are just confirmation. That's it. Ooh, that smells good. Most of my dreams are confirmation. That's what's scary about it to me, because normally my dreams come true, or it happened already, pretty much. It's either going to happen in that way or similar in that way, pretty much. So y'all haven't been having any weird dreams since the eclipse? That's just me. I don't know about y'all, but my dreams have been super duper weird. I'm scared to go to sleep. And then forget it. If I have a drink, I noticed that too. If I have a little margarita before I go to sleep here, that it just make me dream more. And I imagine those of you who your dream is gonna be crazier too. Why y'all so quiet in the chat now? I'm only staying on for another 20 minutes. But I just think that is so creepy. So creepy. I hope it's nice tomorrow so I can make it to the beach. I actually have to check out this hotel, I think at 11 or 12 noon. I'm not even sure where my Airbnb is at. I think my Airbnb might be a little far from here. I have to look it up. But hopefully this hotel could hold my bags, because if so, I want to go to the beach for the day, or I want to go to a cenote for the day and just tan. It said it was going to rain today and it didn't. That's why I didn't go to the beach today, and it was hot as hell and I should have went today. So tomorrow, hopefully, I think it's going to be hot as hell tomorrow too. So I got to get to the beach tomorrow. Because I'm still not tanned enough. So I found out that girl's funeral will be the 21st, which is what, next Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to go to that funeral though. I haven't made my decision if I'm going to go. We'll see. We'll see. Make sure y'all follow me on IG. I created another account because I don't want family and friends on the account. So I'm on IG again, but there's nobody. It's only, I think, about 3 people who are following me on there. I saw that some of y'all did follow me, and I try to follow y'all back who did follow me. But follow me on IG. Because I just decided to make a new IG. That way, family and friends can't find me. And it's so pleasurable. It is so pleasurable now. I really enjoy IG without people on there that I know. You know what I'm saying? I think I have about 3 of my friends that follow me. I'm from New York, but I'm in Mexico right now for a few days. Derek. And make sure y'all follow me on TikTok too, just in case y'all don't have that information. I am at Metaphysical Goddess. Keep in mind, if you have people inboxing you for tarot readings, I do not do tarot readings, guys. Okay? I don't do no tarot readings. There's people, I have scammers, believe it or not. Even though I don't have a lot of subs on YouTube, I have 44,000 followers on TikTok. And there's somebody who's been using my name since I was on Instagram. All right, when I used to have like 3,000 followers on Instagram. And then I went over to TikTok. There was people creating a fake Instagram of me, fake TikTok. So I will never message you asking you, do you want a reading? Do you want a life coaching session? No, I let people email me. You have to email me if you want a life coaching session. So it's TikTok is at Metaphysical Goddess, the number 7. Okay. There's no dashes. It's all the way through Metaphysical Goddess 7. You see any other account, that ain't me. Wow, it's 2:00 in the morning. Y'all better take your behinds to bed. Y'all probably did fall asleep already. You said, what's the question? All the best. Where are you from? Belkin? Where's that at? One question. Is that true that it's no good to talk about bad dreams to another person? Oh, you at work, Renee? Oh, okay. You work like 11 to 7 in the morning? No good to talk bad dreams to another person? What do you mean? To talk about your bad dreams? I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about bad dreams. It doesn't do anything to the other person. You need to figure out what your dreams mean. So you could be yarning. You need to find out what your dreams mean. So I don't see anything wrong with talking about your bad dreams. Hopefully I answered your question. I would say don't always share your good dreams. I think that's more dangerous sometimes, sharing your good dreams to certain people, because sometimes you don't even know like what they could be wishing against you. You said you Cassandra, I'm about to leave. You talk about hey. Mauricio says, I purposely talk about bad dreams, right? Just to see how people react, right? I mean, I do be wanting to know what the bad dreams mean too, or nightmares mean. They're more interesting, right? But nah, I don't really talk about my good dreams all the time. I keep that to myself. I be like, oh, what? God showed me that in my dream? I like that. Because I understand. It's all right though. You could watch the playback. Renee says, I don't remember my dreams. Have I don't dream. I would let y'all know right now, not dreaming is not good. Try to continue your healing work and make sure your body is in a resting state, because you need to be dreaming, because you get your messages in your dreams. God needs to talk to you in your dreams. So some even believe the dream realm is the real world. So there's a blockage there. There's a blockage there to why you don't remember your dreams, or you feel you're not dreaming. Everyone should be dreaming. Everyone should be dreaming, and your dream should be intense right now. Yeah, exactly. Well, you could balance out your energy, Renee, in order to get your dreams back, but you need to be dreaming again, because I want you to even think about it. I know a lot of y'all aren't religious, but they gave it away in the Bible when, God was sending them people all them dreams, and they walking around talking to themselves and talking up to the sky and stuff. Like, most of the communication is going to come through your dream realm, and it's going to come from the inner voice inside of you. So continue to do your healing work. Derek said, when I dream, I don't want to wake up. Yep. Sometimes that happens to me too. You know what else has been happening to me? It's like I'm waking up, and if it's like I can feel the impact that I was doing the most. Like, my body now is feeling it. Like, I wake up and I be like, oh, I feel like I literally just dropped back on the bed or something. That's what it feels like. It's crazy. I be feeling like I was doing a whole lot in the dream realm. Like, some days I wake up and it's like this whole side of me is like I'm pressed. Like, I was pressed on the bed. And it's not like scratches or anything like that, but it just looks like I was just doing the most. A lot of times I wake up sometime like in just weird positions. I'm just like, yo, this is getting too much. Or it looks like I was just dropped back in my bed. Like, it's getting deep in that dream realm. That shit is scaring me. That's why you can't find your purpose. Well, I don't think so. I think when we talk, I think it's a confidence thing. A lot of chosen ones have a lack of confidence, right? And you have to know yourself, right? That getting to know yourself is going to build your confidence. When you know yourself, when you're spending time with God, then you can get those messages. And that's why I'm in isolation right now. This is the most alone I've been. I've been like this for about a year now, over a year. Yeah, I think this will be like my second birthday. Probably I'm going to end up spending alone. I spent my birthday alone last year, and then this year I most likely will probably end up spending my birthday alone. But anyway, not to make it all about me, but I'm just saying that the isolation is where you would spend time by yourself, and why you have to keep doing things and be like, oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that. Like, getting to know yourself differently. But don't do it and be miserable with it. Like, do it until you enjoy it, right? Do it to where You don't have to really search for anything. Like, you'll see symbols and signs and different things. Like tonight, like what happened to me tonight, what made me stop at that particular stop? I heard a voice say, get up, like get off, like get off the bus right now. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, everyone should be able to move like that. They should be so in tune with them, with their spirit, that you'll see the signs, you'll see the symbols, you'll smell something, you'll taste something, you'll see a billboard with directions for you. You know what I'm trying to say? That's only for you. You'll notice these different things, right? This is how it works. It's almost like being in a video game. Things are set up just for you. Sometimes the people around you, they can't even see what you see. You know, so this is how I started navigating through life. And you're not going to know that until you're naturally just tuned into yourself, right? And then once you're at peace, so once you do your healing work, you're cleansing yourself, you know, even for me, like not eating like how I used to eat, right? I noticed that too. I have more energy. I'm more conscious now. So I'm more conscious, meaning I'm more conscious of what I'm intaking, the music I'm listening to, the company I'm keeping. All of this plays. This is why the narcs chase us. This is why these bad experiences are chasing us, is to block you. It's to block you from the creator. It's to block you from yourself. This is why they're putting chemicals in our food in fucking America, right? It's all to block you from your true self, right? So once you start removing all this, you start moving the negative energy, you're spending time with self, you're testing your spiritual gifts, right? This is why I'm never bored, because I'm always doing something. I play with my spiritual gifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm always researching something. I'm always trying to elevate, and you have to isolate in order to elevate. All right, now I'm preaching. But that's when it starts to get decluttered inside of your chakras in order for you to be clear, right? You got to do your healing work. You got to make sure you're eating well as well. And your intake could be television. It could be food. It could be people. It could be energy. It could be gossip. It could be anything. Whatever it is, there's something that you're distracted by. There's a particular energy. Also, you could be blocked because you keep holding on to the past. You can't move forward. You can't hear the messages that God is trying to give you and the blessings that God is trying to give you, you know, because you're still in 3D. God is over there in fifth dimension. Hello, I'm over here, but you're still in third dimension messing with these people. I told you come over here. So if you feel lost and you feel like you're not in tune, the truth is because the plug is not into yourself and you're not plugged into God right now. And the only way to do that is through healing and grounding yourself. That's it. That's why I keep pushing healing. That's why people online keep saying, do your healing work, isolate, eat well, stop fucking with them people, because those are the things that keep you disconnected. That's the reason why. It's not a punishment. It's so that you can get to the other side of peace. That's the reason why. I believe that Jesus isn't my savior. Jesus isn't my savior. I believe that Jesus was a prophet. I'm not Christian. I don't believe that Jesus is the Son of God. I believe that that story was fabricated. And I believe that they took that story from the Egyptians. And every religion has a Jesus story. And they just kept changing it through the years. And that's something I had to accept 11 years ago when I let go of Christianity that we have been bamboozled. That's my truth and that's my belief. But I respect people who believe that Jesus is their savior and their God. I respect you, but I don't believe that Jesus is my savior, pretty much. What's your name? Water? I'm sorry if I butchered your name. He says, I've been alone for 4 years and I think it's the best for me, especially after what happened tonight. Uh-oh, what happened tonight? Renee says, my last birthday, I spent it alone and no one called me to wish me happy birthday. Yo, that hits hard. I'm telling you, that hits hard. Let me know when your birthday is so I can wish you a happy birthday. That hits hard when growing up, my mother always made a big deal about birthdays. I always got like 2 birthday cakes, 2 cards, money. I always got a birthday party or I went away for my birthday. Like my mother always made a big deal about my birthday. I always made a big deal about my birthday too. But I think God wants to deprogram me from this whole birthday thing because in the past 10 years, I spent a couple of birthdays alone. It started, oh, you're October Scorpio. Okay. So you should definitely know about my Scorpio and why he moving the way he moving. Cause y'all know, when y'all get them feelings, y'all just clam up in your little shell, right? Is that a shell or skin or whatever that scorpions have? And then when we get too close, he gonna sting me. Like, get away. I told you I didn't want to be loved right now. And he gonna sting me. I can't wait to tell him that joke. He ain't gonna laugh at it. He gonna be like, he gonna laugh at it. He ain't gonna like it. Y'all Scorpios are like, y'all are sensitive. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I know Scorpio suns are sensitive, and that is the reason why they're always protecting themselves because they don't want to feel that shit. So yes, God is deprogramming me from this belief that I have to make such a huge deal about my birthday. And it's not that I can't celebrate my birthday, but sometimes the only person that gives a shit about your birthday is you. You don't have certain people around you. I thought that was crazy because remember the story I was telling you about last night? While this woman's supposed to be paying attention to her birthday girlfriend, she's over there looking at me like, how's this girl sitting by herself? And it's supposed to be her friend's birthday. She's supposed to be focused on her. And she was focused on me and wanted to know why was a beautiful girl sitting alone in the middle of Cancun. I think I'm gonna just joke around and start telling people, yeah, I was such a bad person that everybody left me. This is what people think sometimes about chosen ones. They really think like, oh, you must have been a bad person. That's why everybody's gone. No, I'm not perfect. I did some weird shit in my 20s. When I look back and be like, you was a weirdo. Why did you do that? I actually did it because I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. That's why I did it. Oh, God. I'm starting to feel like I need to spend more birthdays alone. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I don't know what's going to happen with this job that I'm at. But when I get back home, I will be job hunting. And I want to go away for my birthday. I want to go either to DR or I want to go to New Orleans. So that's my plan. I plan to go away for my birthday because it makes no sense to stay in New York. So chosen ones, if you're lonely, you don't have friends, you're not in a relationship, plan ahead if you can. If you make enough money, plan ahead. I don't make enough money, but when I get to saving, that's how I got here. I bust my ass for 6 months straight to make this 8-day trip. I paid for everything. All right. It was just this morning that my ex sent me some money so I can go out to a really nice restaurant tonight. And that was so sweet. It was, oh, it's one of my favorite restaurants in Cancun. It's a Thai restaurant and it's beautiful. It looks like you're in Thailand and it has like these bungalows. So I ate dinner on like a bed tonight. It was like the wood hut and it had a fan up there and I literally, it had pillows and a mattress and I ate dinner by myself in that hut. It was so beautiful. I definitely will put a photo up on Instagram or in the community section. I just didn't want to post a whole bunch of videos of like me doing stuff alone, but I just wanted to let y'all know like I went out to a fancy dinner by myself. That's why I'm dressed up, okay? And if anybody wants to know where these earrings are from, they're from Temu. I believe they're from Temu. If you're into like suns and stars and stuff, they have the cutest like jewelry and stuff like that. Epic says, if you know better, you do better. That's so true. A shining light. Renee says, I'm not used to being celebrated, so I'm used to it. I never had a birthday party and my other siblings had. Oh my God, that's terrible. So that means that you have to learn. See, I gotta learn to pipe it down and you gotta learn to celebrate yourself more. All right, that happens, okay? Renee, I'm so sorry. I've had your experience. You have to start celebrating yourself. Yep. However, that looks like the first birthday I spent alone. I took myself to my favorite Mexican spot. Favorite Mexican spot is beautiful. Sorry, my light is like dead because I haven't had a chance to look, charge it because I took it with me. I'm glad I took it with me because it was kind of, when the sun set, I had to use this light to see my damn food in that hut. Melissa says, you're so down to earth and honest, definitely chosen. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Light recognizes light. That's what I normally say. Derek says, look sexy. You mean look sexy and go out? Yeah, I think everybody needs to do that. Men and women, y'all all need to just get beautiful. And I would stand up and show y'all my dress, but I took my undergarments off and I don't want to do that. Yeah. So y'all gonna have to wait till I post a picture. But I suggest that I have a new dress on. Okay, it is so beautiful. I'm sure y'all seen this dress before. They have it on Temu, they have it on Shein, they have it on the TikTok shop. It's so beautiful. It has like all these different colors and stuff. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just so beautiful. But yeah, I love this dress. But yeah, I got a new dress on, did my makeup, and just took myself out on a date, and that's what I did, and it felt good. And I was just sitting there while my food was just digesting, and I was just so thankful. And I was just like, wow, this is so beautiful. And I didn't need anybody there with me. It was just magical, The only thing I wish I could do is talk to myself. I didn't want nobody to think I was crazy because I be talking to myself a lot. I be talking to myself. I don't know about y'all, but I be talking to myself, okay? Oh my God, that shit bright as hell. Ooh, that is too bright. Let me turn that down. That thing about to blind me. But yes, guys, so I'm at 2 hours. It was so great talking to you. Don't forget to donate if you can. Yes, because I be talking to myself. I don't know about y'all. I'm my own bestie. I'm my own lover. I'm my own mommy. I'm my own daddy. I be talking to myself, all right? And I don't answer back verbally, but I be answering back in my mind. I be like, girl, you saw that? I be talking. I know y'all be talking to yourself. I think we all do it. And I think talking to yourself is actually sane. Talk, laugh, and respond. I just gotta be careful because I've been doing it too much. I know my uncle be like, and she called me crazy because he's schizophrenic. He probably be in his room like, who is she talking to? I also be sometime before I do content, I will practice sometimes what I'm gonna say, like for TikTok, because believe it or not, I get nervous sometimes when I do videos. Some people don't think that. So for me with ADHD, I have to like repeat what I want to say once, and then sometimes I will record, and that's what works for me. So I don't have to keep doing it over and over again. I already practice out what I want to say, and it makes my video sometimes flow pretty much. I don't do that much with the lives, but like pre-recorded videos, I do that. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, guys, I want you to have an amazing week. I will be back later on, probably the end of the week. I still have, I think, 3 more days. Yeah, I have 3 more days to go. And I'm just going to enjoy myself. Please pray for my safety, that I get back home safely. And I definitely will let y'all know that I'm alive, okay? I will either do a TikTok. Oh, Lord, my lock is all getting crusty and dusty. I'm gonna take these locks out as soon as I get home and redo them. But I'll definitely do a TikTok video, or I'll put in the community section to let y'all know that I landed back in the US safely. So none of y'all be nervous, because I know a lot of y'all were like, be safe. Why would you go by yourself? And I had a lot of like scary ass comments, so your girl's still alive. I am still alive, guys. All right. Love you all. Have an amazing rest of your night if you're at work, and have an amazing week. And I will see y'all sometime next weekend. All right. Don't forget to donate. Oh, yes. Those of you who want a phone session. Okay. So I am a spiritual life coach. That means anything that I talk about on my channel is what you can talk about on the phone with me. Okay. That started out because people find it hard to talk to their therapist about spirituality. And that's the reason why I offer those phone sessions. Okay. And I give you spiritual advice. I'm not a psychic. I don't do tarot readings. I don't have packages or anything like that. You're paying to talk to me, and you're paying for my wisdom and expertise in those particular areas of spirituality. Just want to tell y'all, because some people do get confused in what do I offer when we're talking. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.